Our NBA free agent spectacular here live at Dispo in Romeo. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on audio platform, leave a 5-star review or come up here and chill with the boys. They got great deals. They got free tacos. They got free froyo. Come on. Where else would you want to be? But a little closure on the Joe Harris deal. Per James Edwards III on Twitter, he says the Pistons are giving the Nets $110K, bare minimum by league, in return for Joe Harris and 2 future second-round picks.
Bruh.
So they just gave $110K to the Nets for Joe Harris and a couple picks.
That's crazy.
Literally just bought that man.
That's
why they can't call him owners anymore. That's why they're called governors. Because he literally just bought a man.
That's what I'm saying. That governor title is important now.
He literally just bought a guy.
Point.
Tom Gores just bought Joe Harris.
Troy Weaver just bought a white man.
Yeah.
Troy Weaver just bought a white man.
Fuck yeah, Troy. That's what I like to hear.
That's what I'm talking about, Troy.
But also in other news, per Underdog NBA, Kristaps Porzingis expected to sign a 2-year, $60 million extension with the Celtics. 30 M's a year for Kristaps.
Can I be honest with you guys?
Let's hear it.
I may be against the grain. I don't know if that thing's going to work out. I'm not saying it's not, but it doesn't feel like a certified, like
is it a better fit than Marcus Smart?
Marcus Smart was a damn good fit for them. I don't know. Because that's the other thing, too, is like Marcus Smart was one of the few actual, like, true point guard, I'd argue. Maybe somewhat of a shooting guard. I think forcing that role. But, like, who is the playmaker on the Celtics? Am I missing somebody? Like, am I...
Malcolm Brogdon?
That's 100%.
Is he not there anymore?
That's 100%. Malcolm Brogdon's there, but remember, the Clippers declined a Malcolm Brogdon trade because they were scared of his medicals. So the Celtics really don't know what they're going to get from Malcolm Brogdon this year. And, I mean, any team that has Malcolm Brogdon doesn't know what you're going to get year to year with that guy, as talented as he is, as good of a playmaker as he is. But Kristaps Porzingis for $60 million, that's a hell of a risk.
It's a hell of a commitment, and I feel like he's best suited in like a Chris Paul situation where he would have been able to feed him the ball, feed Tatum the ball. I'm saying, like, they don't have none of that, and you just committed yourself to $60 million
Chris
to a
Paul
guy
would have been nice.
who has
Tangus Pengus.
Who the fuck is Tangus Pengus?
He's committed $60 million.
I never heard of no Latavia.
That he really hasn't been consistently on the court
year
after year. Kind of crazy to me. Kind of crazy. Ooh.
Haven't seen much.
I do have a question real quick about the Joe Harris situation. You know how, like, when the Chris Paul trade went down, like, hours went on until, like, he actually ended up in like, we knew Beal was going to the Suns.
Yeah.
But it was a couple hours before Chris Paul was finalized to the Warriors. Because beforehand, you heard it was, like, the Wizards. It was weird. You think Joe Harris, that trade's got, like, one of those going on? Like, you think there's some backworking still going on? I don't know why the Pistons would just...
I don't know. I think they just bought a man.
I mean, they did just buy a man, but I'm saying, like,
no, they're still going to move shit around. They're going to move Bogey.
But maybe they're going to move Joe.
They could move Joe, too.
Maybe my chair is going to continue to shrink.
Maybe it is broken.
Boonerbomb. Max Strus, 4 years, $64 million.
Cavaliers.
I like
That's
that.
a good sign
4 years,
for the Cavs.
64? That's not bad at all.
4 years, $64 million for Max Strus. I know Gentry's rolling around in his grave somewhere.
That's what
he
you
was
wanted?
someone I was
he
looking
hates
at for the
Max Strus.
Pistons.
Yeah, he does.
He hates Max Strus.
Gentry's got, like, you got him too, though. He's just like random athletes just hate.
Yeah, that's true.
Hate.
There's a couple of them I hate. But, yeah, Max Strus gets paid. Do you think 5 years, 160 is too much for Grant?
$32 million.
Would you have paid that?
That's right around what we expected.
That's a lot.
We expected $30 million. We expected chairs that don't shrink. That's what we expected. We expected a better America today.
Because of Jeremy Grant. Obviously, still a lot of moves being made in the NBA. Reggie Jackson just agreed to a 2-year, $10.25 million deal to stay with the Nuggets. So it looks like the Nuggets are running it back minus Bruce Brown. Dude, you're making me uncomfortable. But there's a lot going on. The Pistons still have yet to make a move. Is that worrying you?
Look, the Rockets you have to make a move too. The Rockets got more money than the Pistons to work with. I don't think the Joe Harris trade's done. That's why I was kind of like getting to. Like, I don't know if it's necessarily Bogey that's on the move. Maybe Joe Harris is on the move.
It's possible, but I think just when you look at how desperately Detroit needed shooting and how everyone that watched the Pistons knows they needed shooting, that
but
Joe
if
Harris is
it's a
likely
team
to
that
stay.
needs shooting, and why are they getting rid of Bogey?
Yeah,
or Boya?
But that's it. You're replacing Bogey with Joe Harris, and in your mind, you're doing the math of yes, Joe Harris is a guard, and Bogey's a forward that can do more with the ball. Well, ultimately, you're getting a younger Bojan. Is the way they're probably selling it. Maybe even slightly better defensively. Again, neither of these guys are defensive juggernauts, but slightly better defensively, Joe Harris. I think that's how you're selling it, and you're opening yourself up for more assets through.
You want to hear something crazy?
Yeah, I do.
This guy on Twitter, Scout with Brian, he's got 15K followers. He's a basketball scout, worked in the NBA for 7 years.
Okay.
He tweeted 3 hours ago, if Bruce Brown gets $20 million a year, I will eat a living pig live on YouTube.
Well, he's not doing that. YouTube.
If that's who I think that is, then I'm so happy because there's one scout guy on NBA Twitter that's like a notorious douchebag.
It's probably this guy.
And I think that's him.
He looks like a
thing to say.
If he's the douchebag, oh yeah, I'm very happy about that.
By the way, again, Bruce Brown belongs on a championship team. You want to see the true value in a Bruce Brown. I see where he's coming from.
No way.
What?
Jabari Parker is going to play on the Bucks Summer League team?
That's weird.
That is pretty weird.
Sir, you're too old to be here. I forgot what I was going to say.
30 M's a year. Which contract would you rather have? Kristaps or Jeremy Grant?
Jeremy Grant.
5 years locked in?
Bro, how does Kristaps just when I was got done saying, hey, the NBA market's kind of calming down a little bit. Guys are getting paid like reasonable contracts. Here comes Kristaps Porzingis, $30 million. That's insane. No, I don't want hold on. I know Kristaps had a good season last year.
Pangus.
Played like what, 66 games or something like that?
Yeah.
65 games, 23 points, 8 boards, 38% from 3. Those are amazing.
Yeah.
Years prior, 17 games.
I'm not seeing anything else.
Exactly. He
30.
cashed out. Let's just call it what it is. He cashed out, and I'm not mad. The Pistons are in the Eastern Conference. Let's weaken the Celtics. Let's do it. I'm good with it.
He's been in the league, what, 8 years?
Kristaps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's only played over 65 games, over 60 games, like 3 times.
Pangus, man.
Am I tripping? Am I being a hater right now?
No, I don't think so. I think that's a pretty crazy contract.
Would you pay him $30 million? Do you think he makes the Celtics better? Call in now, 248-955.
So, more news on the Draymond Green contract. It says, per The Athletic, Draymond Green will make $22.3 million in the first year of his contract, a source told Anthony Slater. He declined a player option that was for $27.6 million. This move slices the Warriors' projected repeater tax bill by $43 million. Yep. So Draymond looking out for the team. Looking out for the city. Who said Draymond's a bad guy?
Alpha Dog in the Woodward Sports Chat says, the Detroit Pistons are sadly turning into the old Sacramento Kings. All offense with no defense. Detroit Pistons are always known for the defense, man. SMH. Have no fear, Alpha Dog. They did just
drafted 2 great
Asor
defenders.
Thompson, who's
2
known
great
for
defenders.
Yeah,
Great
and then
defenders.
you have Sasser also.
And I think Jalen Duren's pretty good defensively. Kate Cunningham, pretty good defensively.
Yeah. Ivy had some moments last year.
Yeah.
Maybe more so transition
Killian
situations.
Hayes. He's good defensively. He's one thing you can say about him. One thing you can say about him is he's good defensively.
I still can't get over getting cut from the French team.
Yeah.
I still can't go
That's
there.
pretty bad.
That
That
is
is rough.
genuinely insane.
And then I saw the U.S. team. I'm like, okay, these are just rosters that are not taken serious. And then Killian still didn't make it.
Javon Carter agreed on a 3-year, $20 million deal with the Bulls. Wow.
He's a comp I have for Marcus Sasser.
Yeah,
So
I can see that, but a better shooter.
I like that. Yeah, better shooter.
Javon Carter, if you don't know him, he's played at West Virginia, point guard, defensive dog.
2K god.
Yeah, 2K God will clamp everybody from 45 feet. So good for him. Good for him
Got
to
to do
get
that segment, 2K gods.
2K Gods. We definitely got to do that.
Down.
Good for him getting paid $20 million, man. Life changing. Still nothing with the Pistons.
Nothing with the Rockets either. What's going on, Chris?
Well, what I've heard with the Rockets is they're really tied to Fred VanVleet, so I don't know what Fred VanVleet is waiting for, but they're looking at that avenue.
How much would you pay Fred VanVleet?
This has just made a move an hour ago, guys. So I get a lot of other teams are making moves right now, but the Pistons just made a move.
Yeah, they just bought a man.
They're letting the dust. They did buy a white man. They did.
They did.
And the Pistons are going to just
Why they call
make
them
some type of
governors
trade
now?
next.
Surrounded.
So I don't think it's shocking that the Pistons haven't made a move yet.
Rockets haven't made a move. I have heard, although you said Van Fleet, the Rockets.
I heard he's probably going back to Toronto.
I heard they're flirting. Philly's trying to get a hold of him too.
Philly's just trying to get everybody.
I guess so. I mean, look at the Suns. Suns
Yeah.
are trying to get everybody too. No, Cam
The Lakers are interested in signing Eric Gordon with their $12.5 exception. $12.5 million exception.
That's nice.
That's a
That's
good
nice
one.
that they fit that on the apron. I was just say, Stu Norbert Sports Chat, Cam Johnson hasn't been announced yet. Nothing. No rumors.
No rumors, no nothing.
No nada.
With the Pacers, yeah, I wonder who's the team that's going to throw a bag at Cam, because I don't think it's the Rockets. I don't think it's the Spurs.
I can see the Rockets doing it, but I
And
don't think it
Nets
is.
might have just played this perfectly to where now they took out Detroit, the biggest comp, and they're going to be able to get Cam Johnson at
All right.
close to market value.